a smile multiplies. It spreads from one person to the next, stretching across entire groups of people. Smile Train knows this and is proud to be creating a wave of smiles across the cleft lip and palate community in over 70 countries. Patients, doctors, advocates, fundraisers. Collectively, our smiles are a celebration of the transformed lives of over 1.5 million children. Learn how Smile Train is helping the cleft lip and palate community at smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo. They just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's hump day.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. Happy birthday to Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World. Hey, happy birthday, girl. Now, we had the debates last night, DJ Brother Z. Did you watch the debates?
I was here.
Oh, you was here for the debates.
I had no choice but to watch it.
What did you think about it? What was your opinion?
Worst 2 hours of my life.
Hey, it was, to me, it was interesting to watch. We gonna open up the lines so y'all can, for those who paid attention, Donkey Gang, Elephant Gang, what did y'all think? What was the takeaway from it? I think that J.D. Vance was mostly on the offense the whole time until it got to the end where Tim Walz finally kind of understood what he had to do toward the end and gave a little pushback to J.D. Vance. But for the most part, I thought that J.D. Vance was the more polished, debater last night. I think Tim Walz was holding himself. He was holding his grounds a little bit. But I think he spent a little bit more time on defense. And I think that the question about him, being over in China, I think for a certain amount of time or whatever the situation was, kind of threw him off balance. So I don't know how, y'all want to judge it. There was a lot of things spoke on last night. It was more policy driven, which I liked. I like they were trying to address a lot of the different policies and ideologies of the presidential, candidates. But hey, Donkey Gang, did y'all like what y'all see with Tim Walz, Elephant Gang, J.D. Vance? I think that a lot of people saying that J.D. Vance came away the winner, but I think a lot of people said that it was kind of like a tie. I think most people who like Walz want to say it's a tie. They never said Walz actually won, but at best a tie. But most people are saying that J.D. Vance was the winner of last night's debate. We got some audio. I thought J.D. Vance won it because of the way he handled it himself, consistently being on offense, consistently pressing Walz. I think that Walz kind of got it late. I think toward the last 20 minutes, Walz kind of stood strong on when it came to January 6th. I think he kind of pressed the election. ideas. Did Trump Trump want to admit that he lost the election? I think he got him with that, but I think that most of the night, J.D. Vance definitely had the upper hand in the debate. But Tim Walz stood his ground. I mean, he didn't totally collapse or do something tremendously clickbaitish. But I think that he got stuck on a few questions, but I think he tried to rope his way out of it. We got some audio if y'all watching 1017 The Truth live on YouTube. There's video. Let's listen.
Well, 34 days to go until the presidential election, and last night the running mates were in the spotlight. ABC's Christiane Cordero shares some of the key moments from Washington.
With just over a month to go before the general election, Senator J.D. Vance and Governor Tim Walz sharing a stage for the first and only time, sparring over the results of the last election.
This was a threat to our democracy in a way that we had not seen. And it manifested itself because of Donald Trump's inability to say. He is still saying he didn't lose the election. I would just ask that. Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020 COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
The VP candidates largely stuck to the issues, shifting their attacks to the presidential candidates. Walz at first appeared nervous, mixing up Israel and Iran.
The expansion of Israel and its proxies is an absolute fundamental necessity for the United States to have the steady leadership there.
Walz also awkwardly shrugging off false claims he's made about being in Hong Kong during the 1989 democracy protests. Vance, when pressed about calling Trump unfit for the nation's highest office in 2016, said he's admitted to being, quote, wrong about the former president. And while on immigration, Vance sidestepped his more recent attacks against Haitian immigrants in Ohio. The back and forth led to the moderators muting the microphones.
Gentlemen, the audience can't hear you because your mics are cut.
On reproductive rights, Walz put the blame squarely on Trump, who has bragged about appointing the 3 Supreme Court justices who overturned Roe v. Wade. Vance then trying to turn down the rhetoric.
My party, we've got to do so much better of a job at earning the American people's trust back on this issue where they frankly just don't trust us. And I think that's one of the things that Donald Trump and I are endeavoring to do.
And today, the Harris-Walz campaign says the VP candidate will embark on a media blitz of his own, including 2 national interviews.
Like I said, I mean, very interesting, very different from Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's. It was a lot of mudslinging with that, right? Both J.D. Vance and Tim Walz kind of agreed, on certain things. It wasn't that trash talking idea that went on with the presidential candidates, I would say. But I thought it was a smooth debate when I watched certain points. Both sides were able to prove their talking points. I think that J.D. Vance looked more smoother with the conversation overall. I think that Tim Walz kind of worked his way through. It's like he was a little nervous at the beginning. You can tell that as it went on, he started to gain a little confidence toward the end. But he was mostly on defense, many times trying to, figure out what he wanted to say, even agreeing with J.D. Vance at many times, then disagreeing after, would take parts that they agreed with. I like that. I like that they were able to say they agreed with certain things. But like I said, these are the vice presidents. Did it influence you in any kind of way? I don't think that it did anything much. I don't think it moved the needle. I think they probably got some clickbait from Walz talking about what happened on January 6th. I think that may be a clip. Also, Walz actually being put to task about what he did in Hong Kong, saying that he was in Hong Kong around a significant time where some significant things were going on, but really wasn't there. Really, he was in Nebraska. So, like I said, they caught him up, and he fessed up. Hey, he misspoke. So, I think that kind of put him on the defense a little bit. But good debate last night. I mean, it was a good debate. It was solid. I don't think it was anything kind of, if you were leaning either way, I don't think you've seen anything to make you lean either way last night. But, hey, that's it. The next time it's going to be some elections coming up. If y'all want to chime in, I might take a caller. If y'all watched the debate last night, 833-212-1017. I'll take a caller, DJ Brothers, if they want to chime in on the debates, their opinion on the debates. But like I said, I've been looking at the overall what people are saying on both sides. I think everybody agrees that J.D. Vance was the more charismatic of the two. But I do think that Tim Walz, was able to hold his ground in certain spaces when it came to the health care, when it came to certain ideas that we push strongly about as far as, the health care situation in America, things like that. I think Vance was able to talk about the immigration very well. Hey, 833, we might take a call, see what's happening. If you watched the debate last night, who do we have on the lines? Zeke, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What's up?
How you doing, Zeke?
It's pretty good. It's a hard debate to gauge because you're still in the world of Trump where J.D. Vance can say whatever he wants. It don't have to be true, and Trump don't have to approve of it or anything. So Tim Walz got to be a little bit more on the script than nervous, but we got to stop making misspeaking like Tim Walz being a couple months off of being in China versus blatant lies by the Republicans.
Well, I just said that's what he shook up. He got a little shooken up about. I didn't even go into how I felt about him being shooken up.
Yeah, but just they gonna run with these small ideas.
But overall,
think there's nothing that we can really take away from.
Well, like I said, overall, a lot of people, if they favoring Walz, they are going to say it's a tie. They not saying he won it. But most of all, even people on both sides say J.D. Vance were the more slicker, more polished person during the debate last night.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
And that's both sides saying that. So,
yeah, I think it was just a confirmation bias of what they want to see.
Well, like I said, I don't think if you were on the fence, I don't think it swayed you either way.
No.
It wasn't that
impactful. You believe in crazy stuff on either side.
Right. So I don't think it was strong enough to be like, if I was leaning on the fence, that I would come out of it with, hey, I want to do this and that. It was just something to watch. It was better than what I thought it would be. And like I said, it wasn't a lot of mudslinging. Those are the points and key points that I got from that.
I would say that and definitely agree there. For him to be a Trumper and how he had been so far on the campaign trail, Vance, he didn't embarrass himself. He
right.
did a good job.
That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't see what people thought where was going to happen. Where the aggression, he seemed likable last night.
But I would have liked to have heard, and I know I'm not the only person. Like I wouldn't say I'm necessarily on the fence. But when Tim Walz brought up, how Mike Pence didn't go down with that and, challenging J.D. Vance integrity, I think it was still, I don't trust him simply because he could not answer that straight. Hey, he couldn't even, half lie. I'm going to do the right thing.
Right, and I think that when you talk about and when you talk about the whole January 6th, I wonder why that was brought up. I like that was brought up, but I don't know why they didn't bring up any of the wars that was going on right now. Why wasn't they bringing that up? Questioning what's happening and the decisions that were being made with some of those ideas. So, like I said, it was a CBS, and a lot of people felt that when people go with those liberal stations, that the Republicans are going into a space where the liberal media may lean toward the liberal candidate. Gary, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. How you doing, Gary? All right, well, Gary, call back. We might let him slide through when we come back from break. But we got to talk about these new charges against Diddy. 9-year-old involved in this, DJ Brother Z. The new accusations against Diddy don't look too good, DJ Brother Z. They had press conferences. People have came out. Attorneys have came out allegedly with a pregnant woman being drugged and assaulted by Diddy, and it's just not looking good, DJ Brother Z. I usually save this stuff for Pop Culture Report, but now this has got human trafficking in it, and now it's in the news cycle. You know you messed up when it's on the local news. When it ain't TMZ and you on the local news and you got your mug shot on the local news, you know you done messed up. But we're going to talk about this, what's going on with Diddy. New accusations. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, the election is less than a month away, and we are excited about another episode of The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This show engages in a thoughtful debate on the local and national elections and the policies which impact our black communities the most. Do not miss The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, Ben Jamin, Damian Elzie, and Kyle Wallace on the award-winning 1017 The Truth and streaming live on YouTube.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
After 125 years, Port Washington State Bank knows how to help your business expand. I'm James Showalter, president of PWSB and a proud resident of Ozaukee County. As a fifth-generation family business, PWSB cares deeply about helping you achieve your goals. Our commercial lending team takes the time to listen and provide the care you deserve. It's the way we've done business since 1899. Stop into Port Washington State Bank today.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You ain't got to worry about that, Jizzle. If somebody doing something better than me and they in pocket, they going to be right where they need to be, right beside me, baby.
You know what that is, rattling?
I'm the one they forgot about. I need some help reminding these motherfuckers. Boy, help me. So cold. It's God's work. I ain't got nothing to even do with this. It's God's work, man. It's God's work. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Come on. Sing a song. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to be free. I want to dance with you, though. I want to give you some soul.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Sean Diddy Combs is facing dozens of new allegations of sexual assault in a series of lawsuits set to be filed in a news conference that was based in Texas. A Texas attorney, Tony Buzzy, said that he's representing 120 accusers with allegations against the entertainment mogul that go back more than 20 years. And I'm going to tell you this. If these accusations is true, like, you know, because they coming forward and they got attorneys, and this has been going on in the music industry. This has been going on for a long time. And a lot of these people are coming forward with some horrific stories of being drugged and assaulted. If y'all watching 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube, we got some video. Tap in.
Breaking news right now related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of sexual assault and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old. The allegations were revealed today by attorneys representing more than 100 alleged victims who are preparing to sue. So let's bring in NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas right now. So Chloe, we know there is currently a press conference underway. We do have a live picture of that. Can you just walk us through these new allegations and tell us if we've heard from Combs yet?
So the individual that you see on the screen right now, that is an attorney based out of Houston, Texas, and his name is Tony Busby. He's been a part of some very well-known litigation over the years involving a BP oil spill, even involving the Astroworld Music Festival crisis where some individuals were killed during a stampede. So he has made headlines before, but this is pretty shocking. So he claims is claiming right now at this press conference that he has had over 3,000 individuals reach out to his law firm in Houston, Texas, that he and his team have been vetting these claims, that now they are representing over 120 accusers, and that over the next 30 days, they will begin to file different civil suits, that this is not a class action lawsuit, that they are going to continue to vet these allegations, but right now they feel strong about these. So he also said today that it's not just Combs that will be named as a defendant, that there will be other high-profile individuals, some household names. He says, quote, many powerful people, there are many dirty secrets. He says that his team has collected pictures, video, and that the allegations include violent sexual assault or rape, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, dissemination of video recordings, and sexual abuse of minors. So this was something else that they talked about, that there are 25 accusers who were allegedly minors at the time that these allegations took place starting in 1991, span all the way up over 2 decades. He also talks about where these individuals are from. He said that they hail from more than 25 states, New York, California, Florida. We know that Diddy had a residence in Miami, Georgia. We've reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for comment. They have not yet responded. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while he is awaiting trial on the New York indictment where he is charged with racketeering, sex trafficking. And
when I was listening to the attorney speak about the 9-year-old boy and the young kids that said that they had these horrible experiences with going to get a record deal. You know, now, you know, I remember a lot of people wanted to get the record deals. They was excited about getting these record deals. And I made a post on my page. Now when somebody said they got a record deal, I want to know what really happened. I mean, was this the passageway? Was this something that, a ritual or something that they had to make you do when you had to sign these huge music contracts? You know, they gave this man the key to New York. They gave this man like an icon award for the music he was putting out and the energy behind it. That now people are going back and looking at some of his interviews and saying, and it was little breadcrumbs of what was going on. And a lot of people was whispering about Diddy. Diddy was like a hidden joke of the industry that don't go around Diddy, don't go around to these Diddy parties. But now with these accusers coming out and he's getting charged with human trafficking and drugging people and raping people, and these people are coming forward. These stories are horrific stories. These allegations against Diddy is this man, I mean, if these things that they're alleging is true, and he actually did this to these people, so to play on their dreams, to get a record deal, it's horrible. This is horrible. And, when I was coming up, everybody was like, okay, I'm going to get good at music. I want a record contract. They wanted the record deal. I think more artists now are trying to be independent thanks to social media, thanks to TikTok, thanks to YouTube. They can build their audience up, and now they monetize. They can monetize. They can get paid. They don't really have to wait to make any real money to get a deal. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I was coming up, the record deal was like the goal to get in the industry. And we always heard shady stories of people and what they had to do and going to these wild parties and what level. If you go to the first level, that's just everybody, the regular people. But as you start getting into these parties at the after party, the after party, and it was even one where they said that, one story where they said that the women, if you walk into the party, you had to drink the drink that had the drugs in it. Like, if you didn't drink that, you couldn't come in.
Yeah, it was like you walk in, you get handed a drink, and if you don't drink the drink, then you can't come in. You gotta leave.
Right. That's wild right there, DJ Brother Z. So you had the poison waiting. You know what I mean? And then when they came through, if they didn't drink the drink, you had to go. So a lot of people wanted to party with the big boys, but at what cost? And I also heard, Truth Nation, now this is circulating around, that is a video out here of Diddy from one of these Diddy videos, and it got somebody that's more popular than Diddy on the videos that they're about to allow to come out, or something is about to happen with this video. That's somebody is on this video that's bigger than Diddy. That I don't know when it's finna come out. They y'all can look this up. I don't know who's on this video, but I'm sure that it's a lot of people behind the scenes in Hollywood that are laying low right now, that was out kicking it and living that life with Diddy, going around popping bottles, tricking women, tricking young men. This is men and women being assaulted on this. So, like I said, as we get it, I'm going to try to report it. It's a lot. And you know how I feel about the human trafficking, Truth Nation. You know how I feel about groomers. I got to leave the show today and head out for another young girl that's out here being groomed, that was led into a grooming situation online. It seems like this is like a new phenomenon. They preying on the kids. They preying on your dreams. What happened to the Epstein list? What happened to the Epstein list? So hey, hold on. So if you put all the people that's on the Diddy list and the Epstein list together, we could get all these people locked up. Hollywood and the entertainment would have huge holes in it. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report with Truth Nation social media sensation Jason Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time. Whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but breaking down racial barriers, breaking down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. It's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together. Yeah.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool.
The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support and making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship or if I need a job? Where do I go?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's EerieInsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to EerieInsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts, and if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. You'll see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm just around, but no Diddy.
Omar, the director.
We getting high on a kite, no Diddy. See my artist double plat, no Diddy. Sipping on yak, no Diddy. Couple niggas got wet, but no Diddy. Keep the shooters with the scrap, no Diddy. I'm in a room full of no Diddy. More money, more problems, no Diddy. Couple friends turn foes, no Diddy. We getting high on a kite, no Diddy.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Truth Nation, social media sensation Jason Smith. Double J in the building.
We here. We live on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
Come on.
See, you keep showing up.
I'm going to keep showing up. Random days, I don't care.
Hey, you got all the juice.
I got all of it. I got all the tea right now.
All the tea.
I got all the tea right now.
Hey, another lawsuit on Diddy. A lot of 120 people.
I'm about to say, that ain't another lawsuit. This is
multiple
100 lawsuits against this dude.
Over the years, though. Over 20 years.
This is crazy. And knowing that fact that people been knowing about these parties, it ain't nothing happened until now. I'm trying to figure, did you know that, okay, out of the 120 lawsuits, 60 of them were men?
Right.
And 60 were women?
Right, but what I'm saying is this is men and women being abused.
This is wild. 25 minors? 25 minors.
You know, it was an old video of a rapper saying that Diddy he walked in on Diddy and Carl Winslow, the actor that played Carl Winslow. No, it happened. This is what the actor said. Now, all this came out. TMZ ran up on the actor that played Carl Winslow and asked him, was it true? And he gave a vague answer to it.
Not Carl. I love Family Matters.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people, who gonna believe that? Like a lot, and that's why a lot of people didn't come forward. Because who gonna believe that this man that they giving the key to the city to, that they giving the VMA awards to, that vote or die, this is big icon Diddy. Who gonna believe that that's true? But now that Cassie showed the video of him beating her down, it opens up the gate for those stories to come forward. Because now people will actually believe that he's capable of doing something.
Because we can see it. We can physically see it.
And I think it took the Cassie situation to unlock all of this.
Yeah, and I think that's what keep these entertainers, people higher up like Diddy, kind of in the low light, because when you get these big crazy stories, our natural reaction as just human beings is no way. Like that can't. And when you keep
why would he do something like that with you?
It's like, oh, he's too powerful.
Right.
Yeah. And you keep hearing it, and then you get adjusted to it. Like you get desensitized to it.
Right.
Like now you used to these stories, and you're like, oh no, this is just another crazy story. It's not true. When the whole time all these stories been true.
It was and nobody believed these people.
Now I'm believing everything. Now
it ain't nothing that's off the table.
No, but I'm believing all the crazy stuff, and now all this does is open the gates for people to, even if some people is lying, it opened the gates for people to come in and lie.
Do you believe what your boy Michael Jackson, what they said about your boy Michael Jackson?
What did they say about Michael Jackson?
You know what the kids said
back in the day?
Yeah, but
they got no proof.
I would say that the federal government, the people that investigated said it was no proof.
They have been investigating.
Right.
They just closed the investigation. This is about a 20, 30-year investigation.
Now they did say he actually had it where it was all falsified, Michael Jackson.
So like I'm talking literally no proof when he went to court.
And the federal
and went
government
to trial,
came out and said that, yeah.
And that these are the people who was after him. These are the people who were after him, and they were looking.
So let's put some.
And it's the feds that picked up Diddy.
Come on,
right?
And you see what they got.
Else?
It's a difference between having evidence and not having evidence.
Well, let me tell you this: what the new accusations that I just heard is just.
It's insane.
It's like 9-year-olds.
9-year-old, 10-year-old,
boy,
15-year-old boy. Like the lawyer was talking about one story. It was a 15-year-old boy. His parents dropped him off so he can eventually get a record deal. Diddy told him, "Okay, I'll get you a record deal." Took him in a private room and forced them to do some stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, what in the world is that? What these people going through?
Look, let me tell you something. They said it's a tape where somebody higher than Diddy is on the tapes.
I think it's plenty people,
and it's plenty people on these tapes that's higher than Diddy. But what I'm saying is, why don't we just get all these people together that's involved with Diddy, because we got evidence on tape, something.
Yeah.
Then we got the Epstein list. That's Hollywood. That's the billionaires. That's the rich people. Even the Prince was on there.
Yes.
You know? Like I said, if we can get all of these people to be held accountable,
it'd be different.
We can move forward in the industry, and then we can clear it all out, gut it all out.
Yeah.
But some people, they saying that some people are laying low right now.
Because some people comfortable in their power. They're comfortable in the lifestyle that they got. They don't want to rock the boat. However, do you think that the Epstein list and this Diddy stuff, do you think it's connected? Do you think
I believe
some of the
you may
names
look
overlap?
hard enough. You may look hard enough and see the names overlap.
I think it's gonna be a whole bunch of overlapping names.
Because Hollywood and entertainment and politics all cross each other.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about power at the end of the day. Is that the most powerful people hang out with each other.
Right.
The richest people hang. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all, they are friends.
And
they
you know why
out.
Bill Gates' wife left him.
Hey, come on now. Yes, all talk.
Hey.
Come on, bro. He was with the Epstein stuff.
She got out of there.
He was with the Epstein. And she literally done came out, a statement was made or something, where the main reason for their divorce is because of his involvement with Epstein. So obviously she knows something.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people trying to compare what Hugh Hefner was doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that Hugh Hefner set the stage
without question.
For everybody in Hollywood to the extremes you can go with that kind of power.
Yes.
So I believe that Hugh Hefner left the blueprint. He got away scot-free.
He got away good.
And they got a documentary on him after he died.
And he was already
and the women, he was already gone. No, he gone. Like, what they gonna do?
Yeah.
Dig him up? You know, no.
He already lived his life.
He lived his life. He did all of this with a robe on. He did this, and everybody saw what he was able to get away with at them Playboy mansions, at them Playboy parties. He had tapes too. He got tapes too.
He was recording everything just like Diddy.
He was doing it. So they seen this, and what is the standard of dealing with Hollywood if the Playboy of Hugh Hefner was getting away with all of this?
They like, how come I can't?
Now you see Vince McMahon, another powerful
His
person.
documentary just came out.
Look, I was watching that documentary, and to me, they got us on that one because it was supposed to show the assault, but they kept teasing it till it went off, and then nothing. You didn't see nothing.
Obviously, I'm a WWE fan. I was telling Zach, I personally didn't learn nothing new in the documentary because I knew all that.
Right.
I was thinking they were go deeper into the investigation and
none of that.
They talked about it on the tad end.
They even teased it during so you can keep watching.
And I was watching. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. I get
it
to
never
the last
showed
episode,
up.
and I'm like, wait, where's the juicy details?
They made you try to like this man. They rebranded him almost.
Come on. I'm like, where's the details? I'm trying to figure out how sick this dude was.
But you know WWE is the king of the storyline.
Oh,
Can't nobody tell a lie like Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the king of creating stories for entertainment.
And so it was on Netflix, and WWE got a deal with Netflix. They just signed a $5 billion deal with Netflix.
Right.
So I don't think that
because they got unlimited supply.
Yeah.
They did it for all the tapes.
Oh yeah. So
every video they got,
they went crazy. It's just wild how all these powerful people getting caught up, man.
But this is the time because nobody believed these people.
Yeah. Now.
Right. So think about it. There was a time where R. Kelly, when he first got caught up in the scandal and his tape came out.
Yeah, the pen.
That first time, not the second time where they really got him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first time where he made Not Guilty with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And a lot of people watched that, and then they said it was his brother.
Wow.
Like,
I wasn't around during these times.
But a lot of people was like, free R. Kelly.
Wow.
He was so hot. He was so powerful. And he got away from that first situation. But then they came back, and then I guess that's when they doubled down, and they really just raided his place, took the computers, took all the digital components, and got all the real evidence to get him this second time around. But the thing is, these black men are now the face of this, but really this has been going on with Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
This has been going on with Hustler.
Mm-hmm.
These guys peddling women across. Now they telling their stories. These men didn't get charged, but they left a blueprint out here that I think that many, if you on top of Hollywood, they add some of these elements from those ideas of Playboy, Hustler, a lot of the early smut and Playboy ideas.
Yeah.
And they just kind of elaborated and took it to a point where they thought that they can get away with it because Hugh Hefner died and went to his grave and nobody said nothing about it.
If he can do it, why can't I do it? It's wild. Like Hugh Hefner, he got out of here beforehand. Jeffrey Epstein, suspiciously
they said he's suspiciously.
I don't know how he. My personal opinion, no conspiracy. I don't want to go down the conspiracy.
You about to go down the rabbit hole.
But what I believe, I strongly believe that was set up. I don't think.
A lot of people raising the eyebrow about the whole Epstein.
He did
thing.
not kill himself.
And what I'm telling you is this: when I know the warden.
Yeah.
When I got the warden at the island.
Yeah.
When I got princes and royalty,
Prince Andrew.
And I got them on. I got dirt on everybody
Bill
now.
Clinton.
I got dirt.
Dirt.
I mean, I'm doing what Diddy did.
Come on.
Diddy was filming this.
Anybody
that came on the island, from the time you came on the island, you was being watched by Big Bro.
Every action.
Big Bro was on you.
That is so weird,
I'm just trying to tell you. So
that is very creepy. And the lawsuit or some journalistic article I was reading was saying he had ever realized
you can get a digital camera right now off Temu for $20. You know what I mean? Like if I got cameras in every room, and they telling girls now when they go on vacation to sweep the room and make sure that because they got these cameras so small now.
That is so
that you can cover a lot of ground, and so Diddy had his whole house rigged up.
This is crazy.
So anybody that was in there doing anything is on these tapes.
No, it's wild. We go find out. I think we go find out.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. We still ain't found out the Epstein.
Yeah, we only
where
know
that
a few
list
people.
at?
Yeah, they took the list down. They put up a little fake list.
It was a fake list.
Yeah, they put up the fake list
because they wouldn't release the real list.
Yeah, man, we gonna see.
And they got Maxwell's the woman that went down. They got her black book.
Yeah, she in jail right now.
It's a black book she had.
Yeah, the little black book.
So where all of these names at? Why all these people ain't going to trial?
We got to figure this out. I'm gonna do some research while we on break, and I'm gonna figure out some of the names that was on this Diddy or on this Epstein.
Well, you gonna read the fake list?
I'm trying to find out. I gotta get to the realness.
Hey,
we gonna see.
Hey, look, Truth Nation. When we come back, we're gonna have more Pop Culture Report with Jason Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com. New manager.
We're going to band together and we'll have these guys ready to compete.
New team.
Done! Churio, a grand slam!
Same old crew.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
It's playoff baseball season.
Willie to left and deep. Way back. Warning track at the wall. Leaping gone.
The hunt for Brew October on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is sponsored by Delta Dental.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Everywhere in America, families are struggling with an all too common problem.
She missed school again.
Again?
Something is going on. She's secretive.
Should we check her backpack?
When you suspect a family member has a substance use disorder, it's hard to know what to do next.
We need to talk to her.
Starting the conversation is the first step to getting help. Visit SAMHSA at samhsa.gov/families for tips. Or for treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com. At Community Life Skills Center and Counseling Services, they believe everyone deserves access to support, regardless of insurance status. Whether you're seeking guidance in spiritual matters, battling substance abuse, or overcoming trauma, they offer a safe space to heal. From family counseling to navigating grief, domestic violence to fostering healthy relationships, their diverse services cater to your needs. But they're more than just counselors. They're educators too. So reach out to them at 414-226-5604. Your breakthrough is just around the corner.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Jason Smith.
Come on.
Truth Nation social media sensation. Hey.
We here. We got a couple more minutes. Listen, while we were on break, my guy Carrie Noni Juice's boyfriend, my guy, I look at him kind of like a big brother.
That's my guy.
For real. He texted me with some breaking news about what the lawyer's saying. Now, this is what the lawyer is saying for the 120 accusers who's accusing Diddy of sexual assault. Mm-hmm. The lawsuit will mention many household names.
Household names.
We will expose the enablers and who enabled the conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates.
Oh, wow.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. The list is already long. The names will shock you. We talking about names from the pharmaceutical industry. We talking about names from banks. We talking about names from hotels. We talking about the real powerful people
behind the scenes
who let this happen, who profited off of this, and or participated.
And they don't look like us.
They don't. Oh, come on now. You know good and well.
I'm just saying.
You know good and well. That
hey, look, when they gonna drop these lists?
That's what I'm saying.
Because right now they got the brothers in the front.
And that's all they.
But where the power at? Where the ones that's really orchestrating and pulling the strings?
Only white dude they done got was Harvey Weinstein, and they still trying to.
Well, they got Epstein, but
they barely got Epstein.
And that's a question mark.
They killed Epstein because they knew.
Did they kill him or what? Are you gonna go down the rabbit? I don't know. You said they didn't, but now they did.
No. I don't think that he killed himself.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
so. You think he's not alive?
I know that he's
unalive.
I know he got. I think he got killed.
Okay.
Like as in they tried to say that he committed suicide. I don't think that he hung himself.
You thought they had to get rid of him?
I think they killed him. They got rid of him. And then they blamed it on Gazelle. They didn't want these names to come out. They didn't want Epstein to start exposing.
And like I said, Diddy is in a place right now where he knows the higher up. That's why I say it's not lower than Diddy.
Yes,
it goes up
way higher.
So I'm wondering, is the up gonna start coming out?
Diddy worth $1 billion, but come on now, it's way more people worth way more than $1 billion.
The people who gave him the money, where are they at in this?
Come on now,
his groomers.
Clive Day. Let me. Who am I to start naming names?
Hey, look, you start
naming names. I don't know.
I don't know. All I'm saying is this is gonna get hairy, and like I said, I can't wait till the people who help orchestrate this, organized a lot of this, the flights, the parties. I mean, he was getting a lot of drugs. They was saying that you couldn't even get into the party unless you took a sip
of the magic juice. Or the latest drink.
Right.
If you don't drink this, you got to go. You can't even get in.
Now, what if you go somewhere and somebody say you can't come in and you really want to be there, you really want to hang out, some celebrities in there, and they say you got to take a sip of this before you come in.
That's tough. And then you see your whole
You
life
see everybody, you see all the networking opportunities.
Everything can come true
You
right
see
now.
the illusion of inclusion.
Man. I'm not doing that. It's raps. I'm not drinking something just because you tell me to drink it.
The people that ended up drinking it never remembered the evening anyway.
No. There ain't no way I'm drinking that.
All right. Well, thank you for that pop culture report, man. Double J.
Light work.
Keep us informed on this.
Hey, listen, when the news come, I'm here for y'all.
All right. When we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com.
Tomorrow's business leaders are in our classrooms today. With our exciting programs in business, Junior Achievement of Wisconsin ignites the entrepreneurial spirit in young minds through the development of business plans, the study of market needs, and the experience of real-world applications. Help us foster the next generation of innovators. Learn how you can support or get involved in Junior Achievement's entrepreneurship programs at wisconsin.ja.org. Junior Achievement, inspiring, preparing, succeeding.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show this Wednesday, October 2nd. And we got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate.
Yeah.
The author.
Yes, sir.
Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, happy hump day.
Hey, Elizabeth Brown, we got the debates, the VP presidential debate last night.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was, I mean, I thought it was, a breath of fresh air of what, a blueprint of what a debate's supposed to look like, in totality, though. I mean, I don't think it really, changed nothing. If it did change something, I think it was for J.D. Vance because a lot of people thought,
had an image of him.
You know what I'm saying? And he represented himself well. And you've seen, Wallace say that, he friends with the school shooters. He made
he
friends
just
with
kind of was speaking fast.
Yeah,
he was on the defense and he was responding fast.
They caught up with him behind the scenes and asked him to, reiterate or could he, but he didn't at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have cleared it up and he chose not to. But I mean, overall, I think that's what a presidential debate is supposed to look like.
Right. And I think that many times everybody watching at this point, they already know. Donkey Gang already know. Elephant Gang already know where they're going. If I was undecided at this point, I don't think that would have swayed me at all.
That's me. It didn't sway me.
I think I would have just been, okay,
Okay, right.
I'm waiting till, last minute to try to figure this out. But I think that Tim Walz at the end ended up getting like a clickbait moment when they was talking about Trump actually saying that he lost the election. I think that was a clickbait moment. Also, I thought the Hong Kong situation with Tim Walz was a clickbait moment.
Yeah.
That's going viral. And I think that when they interrupted with a fact check J.D. Vance. I think that's going viral. That's like a clickbait moment.
Yeah, and J.D. Vance, his closing his statements, where he read the whole thing,
right, with the immigration.
Oh yeah, I mean, he
with
just
the whole thing with the energy
he
immigration.
Wrapped it up with a nice little bow.
I think he was way more polished, and I think that Tim Walz came off a little timid, a little bit. He was standing strong on certain ideas, but I think that, like I said, in the debate, it's who's on the offense for the most of the night and who's been on the defense. If I put you on the defense, I got you backpedaling. Even a lot of the critics were saying that J.D. Vance was way more polished, but Tim Walz spent most of his time on the back foot. Like
he had to.
Yeah,
he's trying to make Kamala look good, and you can't, because she is the vice president right now, and everything that everybody is suffering in is right now. So, him just going up there, I guess, he was going to automatically be on the defense, because you dealing with people. Because I thought was great were they was answering the questions. The questions were being answered. It wasn't a lot of backpedaling, sidestepping. When I was a little kid, this, that, and the third.
And it wasn't a lot of mudslinging.
It wasn't.
So,
I thought that was a very adult conversation. I thought,
But the mudslinging got the ratings, though.
All facts.
The presidential election got the mudslinging and a lot of the what you call word salad.
Yeah.
Politicians do the
but
worst.
I think a lot of Americans tired of that. But last night was a breath of fresh air, just on the strength of two adults having, presidential conversations, even though, they really, ain't nobody really was paying attention to it, because again,
right, there was a lot more going on.
But when you go back and look, when people, you made it your business to go back and look.
Right, and I think that people, the ones that did pay attention to it, they were surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I think that they didn't, really go into it thinking they was going to get that well of a presentation.
Correct.
But this is what, it was a lot of people I seen comment that they wish that these were the two president ideas.
All facts.
Right.
Just on the strength on how, they maintain themselves, as two men having a conversation.
Right.
Even though, that's a real conversation. That's a man-to-man
right.
conversation.
Even though they didn't have to agree.
They didn't have to.
But last night they agreed on several things.
They did.
And then
they disagreed.
They pointed out the agreement and the disagreement.
Correct.
Which was dope to me.
Yeah, I thought that was powerful.
Well, if y'all want to join the conversation today, I got 2 questions for Truth Nation. If you watched the debate, give me your opinion on what happened at the debate last night. How do you feel? Who won? How do you feel that this is going to affect the upcoming election? Also, we got some scandals. We got scandal in the entertainment industry. We got the Diddy scandal. We got a lot of people coming forward right now talking about they were drugged.
Yes.
They were essayed, that they want justice. With not only with Diddy,
come on,
but with the industry that's behind Diddy.
Let's talk about it.
Also, with the Epstein list and what's going on with Diddy, why are they protecting these names if they got them on video, if they got these people on these names on the list? Why are they holding back the list from Diddy and Epstein, where we know Epstein, we know Diddy, but there's these other people. We really haven't heard a lot about the extra people.
Because it's bigger than Diddy.
And that's all I'm saying. Why
it's bigger
haven't
than
these
hip-hop.
names, hold on, my question is, why don't we know the names of that they already got?
Hey.
Oh, I'm talking about on video, in writing.
Yes.
If somebody with a list from Diddy and if somebody with a list from Epstein, they got these names, and why aren't these people being arrested when it's children being assaulted, people being raped and abused? And so if they're not giving us the names, I think the government or the people that's actually investigating, it's an issue, because why haven't these people been brought to task?
Because some of the government that's bringing it out or having to. We talking about judges. We're talking about elected officials. We probably even talking about some Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about all of these people who quote unquote supposed to be some of the elites, that's why.
Like I said, but If it was me and you or regular people, regular citizens, you would have been already on the news, bust down with a press conference. Everybody that was involved. That's what I'm saying. But is that the fact that they got more money, billions of dollars? Is this the reason why we don't know who they got? Because if it was anybody down the block, these names would have been out. Their trials would have been over. They would have been put the lid on these people. So now that we have Diddy has video, we have something from Diddy where multiple people in the industry have their names on the paper, the FBI.
The paperwork,
And so you got the Epstein list with the information, with the names and everything.
Yeah.
Where is the indictments on all of these other people, and how come they haven't been brought to task? I want to know, Truth Nation. That's what I want to know. You know, so both questions, debate in the industry is on trial right now. Why don't we know all the people that's on these lists, on these videos, if kids is involved?
And let's not forget,
if people being drugged,
that Miss Maxwell is still alive. Okay,
right? She got.
Matter of fact,
she had her trial.
When they did that with Diddy, she was trying to make bail. You know what I'm saying? When they bust Diddy down, she was in court then. Wasn't nobody talking about that because she's still alive as well. And it was a whole slew of victims with that.
But what I'm saying is, even her with Ghislaine Maxwell, she got a black book.
Facts.
So these are names that you ain't got to guess.
Straight names. Nope.
So why haven't these people been brought to task?
Hey.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you want to join the conversation, if you want to watch us as we broadcast live on 1017 The Truth, hit us up in the chat, holla back. We're going to head to the lines. Lamar, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
I'm just giving my intake from the debate. I think Weiss won. I think it was undeniable. And the only reason why I say that is because the Republicans agree with everything he said. I didn't hear the opposite or Weiss doing the same. Like, he stated his plan, and the opposition said, "Oh, I agree. Vance kept saying, I agree. So,
well, I think that Walls said that multiple times that they had some common ground in certain ideas. And then he went on to say this idea. They both. It was a lot more commonality than that we weren't used to seeing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I think as far as who won over things or who prevailed may have been the Democrats, so to say, quotation marks. You know what I'm saying? But
donkey game.
Not exactly. Like me, I'm an independent.
I'm talking about, like you said, donkey games came through with the debate last night.
Because the donkeys is the Democrats and then the elephants is the Republicans.
Yeah, but I'm an independent. I don't go with neither line. I don't vote. I vote often, and I don't vote according to.
You just vote according to what your interests are. Yeah.
Okay. Salute.
No. The best interest of my fellow man.
Okay. The same thing.
Yeah, salute.
It's the same thing. All right, Lamar. Thank you for tapping in. Pat, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, King. Hey, Queen.
Hey, salute, how you doing, Pat?
Hey, I was calling because, you work so closely with the sex trafficking and human trafficking.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me that the black community, refuses to talk about these celebrities because they feel like it's not our business. And it is, because 100,000 kids or so go missing in America alone. And let's talk about the border. 300 and something thousand kids have went missing at the border.
And nobody ain't talking about that.
No.
Nobody. When you talk about it, people look at you upside your head like you talking crazy. And I'm like, 500,000 people are going missing, and they're children. And then when you listen to some of the stories of the survivors, they say they were party favors for the elites and the celebrities.
Right.
I think it's time to take them down. As a matter of fact, I know it's time. God is judging. And once God got you in his hands, it's dangerous to fall in the hands of an angry God. And God, we have made God angry because none of us, we all ducking our heads, looking to the side, not wanting to talk about our idols, LeBron James. All of them got something to do with it. So I just want to say that I thank people like you for doing an amazing job. And Tory, they're just not like us. They might look like us, but they not like us.
Hey.
Love y'all. Y'all stay safe.
All right, Pat.
Queen.
You know, and I'll tell you this, like, when I get off this show, it's another girl that came up missing, and I got to deal with that. The family is coming to meet me at 5, you know, because this never ends. So that's why I have a huge issue with there being an Epstein list that's involving kids, and now this Diddy video, whatever they done took from his house, it's other people that's in the background that's higher than Diddy.
Yes, but not only that, I mean, when we think about when it comes to children, because let's not forget about Disney, you know, the Mickey Mouse Club, Nickelodeon, right? You know what I'm saying? The egregious acts that have happened to the children in that industry and just around the world in totality. Like, we definitely.
I'll tell you this: Disney was getting a lot of those old Catholic priests too.
Oh yeah,
they was moving the priest around instead of holding them to task. They would move them to another parish. Yes, and some of them ended up in Disney.
All facts.
You know, so these are things that you don't see pushed out there. You would think that if kids was involved, this is supposed to be America. We supposed to be protecting. Talk
about it.
Now the industry is under fire because some of the biggest peddlers have been caught. Diddy, Epstein, there's lists behind it. All I'm saying is, Truth Nation, this has been going on for a while.
Yes.
So it's some things that it make me scratch my head about the FBI, the things that they are holding back from the public, and they got the list right in front of them.
I mean, even here
and the evidence
with Brett Blomey, or whatever, Blomey, when the emails who he sent it to, we never got that, and all of
because he received it on the email.
All the known Democrats backed him. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Right here, they put their stamp of approval on this man, and he was at the children's court while he was separating families then, taking people's children. He was watching graphic images of children being violated
at the court
and sending it out from his court computer to certain individuals.
But all I'm saying is, they'll throw you a little fish.
Come on.
Because Diddy, trust me, Diddy is the gateway to the big fish.
Come on.
Okay, so are we going to see that? Epstein is the gateway to the powerful, some of the most powerfulest people in this world. Okay, so, since it's not the hood, since it's not Lil Ray right now.
Come on.
Since it's not, somebody on the south side or in the suburbs.
Come on.
Because they put them out. They put it, black or white, they're going to put you out there.
Yeah.
They're going to have you all on Fox 6 News, and WICN, and CBS, and NBC. They're going to have you out there. But some of these lists, they've been knowing these people names and their addresses and everything for years, and they ain't put these people on Front Street.
Facts, and allow them to continue to pray. That's the sad part, because it's still happening.
Shar, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
First of all, I'm really glad that you are looking into sex trafficking because it's a stain on how many young women disappear. And a lot of times now, people think, well, a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, why didn't she just run? These people are snatching girls in cities.
That too, yes.
They're not just these are not just all stupid girls. They're being snatched. Okay.
They're being groomed,
That's number one.
It's easier to groom them now because they got access to these phones.
Correct. And computers.
And these stupid apps. But the other thing that's really important is this. Remember back, y'all might be too young. What was her name? Super Ho or some super something. The woman that wrote a book.
The Super H.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
The industry.
Yeah. And she wrote about the whole thing.
Right.
Korean.
But she wrote it.
Korean. Yeah.
Right. And there you go. And she wrote it like she was in charge. But she really wasn't. But what she was telling
the video vixen.
This is the price. There you go.
Video she had to write it like she was in charge. Yeah.
Absolutely. And this has been going on. Of course, it's powerful people. Senators, it's like no party difference. It's all these people. They've been trading in and they have the money, like you said. They have the money to hide this stuff. And when it finally comes out, then you realize, oh yeah, that was going on. Oh yeah, that was going. Everybody knew. Come on now. Everybody knew.
Look, it's hard to go against the big dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell people, like, a lot of people don't step forward and tell because they don't have the money to fight it. Or a lawyer, like, now these people got powerful lawyers. Now that the Cassie video came out, now they can hide behind lawyers that got a lot of power. But before that, nobody believed them. Nope. And even with the family bringing the little kid to see Diddy, and the kid came home and said what Diddy did, they was afraid to step forward for their own child.
Hey, when you think about the stories that the individuals saying that how Diddy threatened them, you know what I'm saying? Like, every Jaguar White, I mean, you name all of these individuals who said that he was vicious. And he was connected. He had the police in his pocket. He had certain individuals in his pocket. They was in fear for their life.
And like I said, that's why.
And just like a predator, that's what they tell you.
Once you crack the throne,
facts. That's
when the people can step up.
And that's what they doing.
And when they saw the feds get him, and then he was vulnerable, now everybody you finna see everybody trying to sign a deal to tell a Diddy story.
Yeah.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're gonna have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly, and I am so excited for you to tune in to our monthly interview with Old National Bank. Old National Bank will be joining us to discuss why they are so committed to supporting women and people of color-owned businesses, while also discussing their empowerment loan program, which can provide your business access to funds up to $5 million. So don't miss our Truth Be Told monthly interview with Old National Bank at 8 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596 or visit www.kwwf.org. That's 800-506-5596 or visit www.kwwf.org.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't think twice.
Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geis. Family owned since 1955, Geis is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeisDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Now you tell me who won. I see them, they run. They don't want to see us. Whole Junior Mafia clique dressing up trying to be us. they gonna be the mob when we always on our job? We millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh yeah, mob.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
We got the lines open. Who won the vice president debate last night? Hey, also, the industry is under fire right now. The music industry, the politicians, a lot of these lists, the Epstein list, the Diddy videos. Who else on the videos, and why don't we know the names if they know what they got? And why are they waiting? I mean, if they got Diddy, if they could charge Diddy for the human trafficking and things like that, if they got these names and, they associated and they got that they didn't pay for the services or they participated, why the names ain't out right now? Because these are criminals walking around here messing with these kids.
All facts.
No matter how much y'all like these people.
Creating victims, and not only that, especially people don't understand the trajectory of a child being violated and then with no repair sent back out with other children that become violators. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, if they're not taught that was wrong and it shouldn't have happened to them, a child has been touched, gonna touch. Period. You understand? And then you have all of these individuals going to jail or lives have changed due to the fact that somebody else violated them. It's a sick roller coaster.
And I think that if you gut out Hollywood and the entertainment, we can start fresh, because a lot of people who are currently doing this is probably on these sheets of paper.
Know.
And the FBI got the names.
Yes, they do.
These people got the names.
Some of them probably on it.
They know who is what. Because if you didn't took all the computers and got the videos, you didn't broke down the videos already. Yeah. Epstein list been out since this show. Like 2 years or so. Extra people that then went on the island and participated on the island. We don't know the list. I think they tried to put out the flight idea, but I don't even know if that was real or not.
Right.
There was a lot of clickbait with that.
Yeah.
But why don't the FBI come out and do a press conference? Okay, these are the people that was on these videos. These were the people that was at this point doing X, Y, Z. And then, we looking into this. Why don't we see the press conference?
For real, because we definitely need to see it, just like they did, the mobs, the Italians, all of these individuals.
The gangsters.
Come on.
The GDs.
We want to see it. The Black Panthers,
all of that.
Y'all have drones that can go up in mountains and find people.
Let me tell you something. I don't think they looking for certain people on the list.
They overlook
because if I got the name,
they overlook it. They turn it ahead.
If I got the name already and I got the video and I got the list,
hey,
what's the hesitation? Lana Banana, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Lana?
Salute, Queen.
Hey, salute, Queen. How y'all doing? Fine.
Blessings.
I got a news break on my phone, and it was saying that they didn't say her name, but they said this pregnant lady was had dinner. Was at a dinner gathering with P. Diddy, whatever he called himself today, and they said that the next thing she knew, she woke up. And she said both of her front and back was ripped and sore and hurting.
They didn't care who you was.
No.
And I was like, dang,
male,
child,
male, female.
It don't matter.
That's
vicious. It don't even matter.
But you know what? And I understand that this is a result of being a victim yourself, but at the same time, it got to stop. I mean, I don't feel sorry. I don't. Because you got to learn somehow that it's not right, and you got to stop it.
Oh, I promise you, Queen, I don't condone it. I don't give no passes to it. What I'm saying is children don't know better than, you know what I'm saying? So it's what we're saying, we have to eradicate it. And to eradicate it, we got to call it out. We got to make sure that we making sure that we calling it out, because not to talk about it is for it to be repeated. Not to talk about it is allowing the violators to continue to prey on other individuals.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I started helping people in the community, I tell people I'm not the police. I can't arrest nobody.
Right.
But trust me. Like, it's a lot of people dangling carrots in front of innocent people right here in the city.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of the women, to get a lot of these opportunities, a lot of these men and women, it's similar to what Diddy was doing.
It's exactly what Diddy was doing. Yes, it is. Right here. Sure is.
And they feel powerless to step forward because these people are in strong positions.
The shame that comes along with it, like I said, and the shame is not yours who's been violated. The shame is your violator. So we got to put that out there.
They might be paying these people off.
Oh, yeah.
They might be paying these people off, too, but that hush money.
Hey.
Well, Lana, look, we talking about it because it's out here right now. I've never seen where the music industry and Hollywood have been challenged to the degree where we can actually get some names, some real people out of the industry that's messing up the industry, that's causing people to lose a lot of their dignity and pride to get to their dreams.
You're correct.
We could end this era with the list that's out here with the names that's on these lists.
And we need to end this era. And we need to have this conversation because we got to also eradicate it inside our families, inside our neighborhoods, inside our schools, and in our churches. Because there's a lot of people out here running around PREY on individuals, So it's time for us to make sure we putting that in the forefront.
All right. Thank you for tapping in, Lana. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got the lines open. If you want to talk about the debate last night, weigh in. Who you think won, Donkey Gang or Elephant Gang? Also, we talking about these lists, the Epstein list, the Diddy videos. Why are they holding back everybody else on the list? Why ain't these people, why they ain't kicking through their doors?
Come on.
They done got them red-handed.
Come on.
But we ain't heard nothing.
Nothing.
They only got the front man on the juice.
Come on.
Who we know, Epstein, Diddy.
Hey.
But who was funding it? Who was giving them that money?
Hey.
Who was setting up
all of these other executives? Clive Davis.
What they say?
Allegedly.
Who was enabling them?
Come on, that too.
Who's the enablers?
Come on.
And who was participating? That's what I want to know. Hey, look, when we come back, we got some of the victims. The attorney is speaking out, saying what happened to some of the victims. Hey, Truth Nation, we're going to talk about it today on the Tory Lowe Show. Stay tapped in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Who's looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub, a bag of chips or regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, and cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
It's so different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/thereason to get started.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more. Los Angeles. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Please. Shake that body, party that body. Hey, baby, you forget your
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. And we've been having another conversation about the new victims that's stepping forward, allegedly that Diddy drugged, raped. There's a lot of young people in this.
Yes.
Pregnant women.
Come on. Men.
Just reckless.
Hey.
Just didn't care who it was. If you came through the door, it was up. It was up for you.
Period. You was on the menu, for real, for real.
You thought you was there for an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Or a good time.
But you was the opportunity.
The whole time.
They made you think that they had the key.
Come on.
But you was the one that they wanted.
About that casting couch.
Right.
They've been talking about it.
It's tough because you tell somebody to pursue their dreams.
Come on.
You tell them, and then they put these people, they market these people on the news, on the TV, and they put them in front of the voting ideas, and they put these people in front of the community, and then we praise them, and they throw the first pitch out.
Come on.
And then all of a sudden, this happens, and then
come out.
Yeah, then what happened underneath coming out to the regular people who trying to chase their dreams, who was singing in church, and somebody was like, hey, you got a great voice.
Hey.
Why don't you go and try to, be like Whitney Houston.
Who now understands that the grace of God was on you, that your rejection was for your protection.
You thought that the fact that they didn't choose you was bad, but it really saved you.
It made you bad, but it saved you. Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Man.
All facts.
Look at God.
Hey, won't he do it?
Hey, that's why I said, I made a post. I said, now I'm wondering when somebody said they signed the deal, what really happened?
Hey, I used to want to be on the Mickey Mouse Club so bad. And then them kids came out and said that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like already being traumatized. I couldn't even imagine.
It's a lot that, and then I saw where they said that it was like a little thing about Shirley Temple.
Hey, look here. They violated her so bad.
The Shirley Temple, she was real popular back in the day. She was a young child actress.
Hey.
And the stories that happened to Shirley Temple, but this been going on for decades and hundreds of years.
Highly weird I'm telling you.
Well, we got some audio from the attorney. I think he's breaking down some of the details about the boy that was only 9 years old that attended an audition for Bad Boy Records in New York City, allegedly abused by Diddy, and several others.
Yes.
Let's listen.
I'm going to visit with you real quickly before we close here about some specific instances without disclosing the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim, you can file these cases, these individual cases, under Jane Doe or John Doe. Each state is different in that respect. Typically, there is a balancing test, like the public's right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the confidentiality and the safety of the plaintiff. So we'll have to struggle with that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to, like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But let me share with you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate, vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on.
Wow.
One individual who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted said that the typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party.
Oh, wow.
Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you. And now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO. Another instance, this individual who was 9 years old at the time was taken to an audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him.
Oh, wow.
Another incident, an individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged, and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her.
And it's the entertainment.
Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up by, allegedly, by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital.
This is
she was
verified.
missing her
This is what
underwear
they-
and her shoes.
This is what they have
Another instance,
been able
individual,
to find facts on.
this time not a minor, was attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore.
Oh my goodness!
And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme, and it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system.
Wow.
I want to give you a quote from
a
very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him. He says allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me." And that's really what it comes down to.
It's a lot of people. And like I said, he was so powerful and connected to so many powerful people. You know, when I'm talking about a violator, even when I was violated, like the person who violated me put that fear in your heart. But when you have somebody that the world know and they connected, and then you see all the people around them wind up, you know, being unalived or, you know, again, being, you know, poisoned to some point. As a regular person, because look how they treated Jack White, you know.
Hey, like I said, a lot of people have been talking about what's been going on in the industry for years. But now what I'm saying is we have video evidence. Yep. We got lists. Yep. We got people going places where little kids were harmed. Yeah. We got over 300,000 kids that came in through the Biden administration. Come on. That's undocumented, and a lot of them ended up in human trafficking and all kinds of stuff. You know,
they still don't know what
the kids. It's like they glossing over what's going on with these babies. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I said, when I leave this show, I got to go deal with this kind of stuff.
Right.
So I'm not trying to gloss over anything.
Not at all.
I'm trying to say if they got these people and the names on the videos, bring them to the front of the congregation so we can deal with them accordingly. That's all I'm saying.
With. Because if they're not, that's what people don't understand. This is what I'm saying. A violator who think they done got away with it going to continue to do it. You're going to have a plethora of individuals still being preyed on due to the fact that y'all got these names and y'all waiting for more names.
I mean, I don't know why when we talk about our community, when somebody, like, let's say somebody down the street go to jail, they done got them charged, booked. Facts. You know, they got them standing in front of the judge,
Come on.
all that. But then when it come to people with money, when it come to people with power, you know, their names are sitting there. They know that they involved in this. Correct. But yet you hear the silence from the authorities because they're only going to get the fall guy. Yes. And you know the fall guy got to take the fall. There's always a fall guy somewhere, you know.
Signed up.
A lot of the people that's standing up front, they ain't really the ones in power.
Oh, no.
They're the ones that the front man. Like I said, Kamala Harris is just the front woman. Donald Trump is just the front idea. There's operations, these Democrat operations, these are whole operations. Come on. They got you looking at the person in the front, but really it's a whole idea that come behind a lot of these political agendas. What I'm saying is, why when things go, you know, where criminal ideas pop up and emails, you know, you got IP addresses, you got pictures that was sent. Why can't they go to all the IP addresses and say, okay, this is where this picture was viewed. This computer opened up this picture.
Privilege.
You know what I'm saying is they got that information, but they only flex it on those that are set up to take the fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The little fish. Because it's sharks. You know what I'm saying? The black market, people ain't even talking about the black web, shall I say.
We got somebody on the line saying that where were the guardians of the young children, 9 years old, who leaving their child unsupervised, you know, long enough for this to happen? Now, this is the same thing that came up with R. Kelly.
Correct.
Where R. Kelly said these families was bringing them their kids.
Mm-hmm. I can believe
for a shot at fame.
Yes.
You know, and here we go with Diddy. People, they wanted, you know, it's Diddy. He got access to the dreams of putting somebody in a place where they can be famous, I guess.
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. It was my cousin, okay? Teachers. We had a young man came in here who said his teacher did it to him. You understand what I'm saying? It's people grandfathers. It's people grandmothers. It's aunties. You know, you're not thinking that somebody is going to... If you're not sick, you're not thinking sick. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking, again, like all of these grown folks who thought for 2.3 seconds that they could just go and your talent was going to get you the job. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what they mislead us to believe. Our children right now are misled to believe that their skill is going to get them somewhere and they run into a predator.
And you told them to go get the bag.
Come on, man.
So they confused.
The cost of fame ain't nothing free. It ain't about your talent.
And I'll tell you this.
They thirsting for our children.
I always have conversations, we talk about these superstars. We have lived long enough to see the end of their careers.
Come on.
DMX, drugs. Prince,
Whitney
they said
Houston.
Overdosed.
Whitney
Houston said he
all
overdosed in the tub.
Come on.
Michael Jackson said that he took something medically and he lost his life.
That part.
You know what I mean? Like, look at all of these scenarios from the beginning to the end.
All the way back to Marvin Gaye.
Now we got the blueprint of what the beginning looks like in the end. Now we got the Diddy to where
With
now
the drugs
the
included.
initiation, the hazing that goes on, to how they accept you. You got people talking funny saying you could do a couple things and still be straight. You know?
part.
Hey, and I'm not going
Let's not forget Cosby.
Right. You got
You know
all
what I'm
these
saying?
different weird ideas coming out of Hollywood to keep the people confused.
Harvey Weinstein.
But
I mean,
the people continue to get abused. Like they want you to be dizzy.
Yep.
So when you run into them, you feel like you don't have no power.
Correct.
That's the first law to try to
Initiation.
disable your power. To make you think I got the power.
Not only that, when you listening to these rappers who was saying, you know, even the models, the Ford dude, like all of these people, you know, who said that they took them to the party the night before they signed these big contracts. And when they get in there to the party, they telling them they got to go in a certain room because that was the casting couch. If you want this money.
Well, Diddy did it to the little baby.
Hey, come on, man.
Now a lot of people questioning Justin Bieber went to the flavor camp.
Hey, yeah.
He made a song. He got a song out talking about he went to a Diddy party.
Hey, Usher.
Like Usher, you know, Usher went. Then he found Justin Bieber and took Justin Bieber over there.
I'm telling you.
So what I'm saying is, this was called Flavor Camp.
Come on.
You know, it's a couple of ideas that's going under the radar when they say Flavor Camp.
Pizzagate.
You know, these are ideas where people are saying, hey, something is going on here. But yet the people that are masterminding this is where you call these the rituals that you have to do to go through to get something. So if you're going through to be a big star and you sign these big contracts, this was a lot of these sacrificial ideas and essay and all of that, a lot of that before you can get into big movies and stuff like that. This was the rituals you had to go through behind the scenes.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got Michael on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We'll try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, the election is less than a month away, and we are excited about another episode of The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This show engages in a thoughtful debate on the local and national elections and the policies which impact our black communities the most. Do not miss The Truth on Politics on Tuesday, October 15th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, Ben Jamin, Damian Elzie, and Kyle Wallace on the award-winning 1017 The Truth and streaming live on YouTube.
Standing up for everyday Americans is at the very foundation of who Kamala Harris is. Raised in a middle-class home by a working mother who instilled in her a passion for justice and equality. That's why when Kamala Harris became district attorney, she stood up for our kids, keeping them safe by prosecuting sex offenders. She also pioneered a program to give nonviolent drug offenders a second chance. As president, Kamala Harris will continue the fight for everyday Americans. She's already lowered the cost of your health insurance and medications. Insulin is now capped at $35 for seniors. But there's more to do because mortgages, rents, groceries, and utility bills are still too high. Harris's plan to fix it? Build more homes to lower prices and make the wealthy and billionaires pay their fair share so we get a break. All her life, Kamala Harris has been standing up for us, and she doesn't plan to stop anytime soon.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For your fellow fanatics and your #1 fans. For your game day compatriots and your everyday companions. For your personal cheerleaders and your personal heroes. For the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com today.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If I ain't your partner.
Why the f*** these niggas wanna go against the grain? Yeah. Why the f*** these niggas wanna drag it in the name? True story. I know some niggas who hurt me, they hurt me.
101.7 The Truth.
Jury don't want me to
Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Salute.
Hey, I want to know where these lists at, where the Epstein list at, who's on these Diddy. I don't want to see the Diddy videos.
Right.
I just want them to break it down that who was committing the crimes on the video.
Oh, that part.
Yeah, so we don't have to
expose that.
I don't want to see none of that. I just want to know when they get the victims.
Oh yeah.
And they see who doing it, who's on these videos committing the crimes.
Hey, the beautiful thing is
they probably already got it written out. They just ain't.
We get the discovery.
Right.
You know, that's powerful. And
well, I think the 120, I think that they're coming forward because they were involved in something that nobody believed them.
Facts.
And I think that because they said this was over a period of 20 years.
Come on.
And I don't know if they're in the current group of batch of videos or not. But I know that they can come forward now with confidence that somebody would at least hear.
Yeah.
And then look at what they presenting.
And I was like, that's why they didn't give him a bail.
Right.
Because it was for to pull everybody else out. Because again, if he was out, he could still make some moves.
Right. And he was contacting people he wasn't even supposed. Diddy, before all of this, he was trying to contact people that had a no contact order.
Correct. And especially when he got on, IG or wherever he was at and was calling names, like the subliminal that he gave off when he first got.
But I think it goes higher than Diddy.
The flag go all the way to the top.
That they always gonna put, R. Kelly and Diddy and them in the front.
Diddy a pawn.
But what I'm saying is the real people that was orchestrating it, that he was a shield for.
Yes.
I call him. He was the beard for the industry.
All facts.
He was the front man. Yeah. The fall guy.
It's a whole bunch of people.
So I want to know where the other people that's higher up, that if Diddy, even if they take Diddy away, they can make another Diddy.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
but if
you probably already did.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if that's the fall guy, you can always get another fall guy.
Plenty pawns.
But when you have the people that's orchestrating, you start clipping them.
Come on.
Then that's when those people start bagging off. Like, okay, they done got into our
how you bring the
level of
down.
who's funding a lot of this, and that's where you're going to do the real damage.
All facts. B. Fisher said Marvin Gaye. Yeah, I know Marvin Gaye. Dad killed him. I was talking about the drug aspect of when we go back to Marvin Gaye, because we're talking about how the drugs in the industry, how people are getting drugged and things like that. That was a big story when it came to Marvin Gaye, and they were saying his drug use, and that's how his father killed him or whatever. But yeah, in Hollywood, I remember a lot of people. Even what's the guy that replaced Debo for Friday? He do the stuff with his chest. We're going to talk about it when we get back, but he said he was SA. He was.
So, like I said, but when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. We got some things going on in the city we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Some indictments. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the queen, the advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown,
in the building,
in studio. Hey, look, Truth Nation, we've been having another powerful conversation. We've been talking about that debate, that vice president debate last night between J.D. Vance and Tim Walz. Hey, if y'all want to weigh in on that. Also, I had a question for Truth Nation. When you talk about what we have going on when it comes to Diddy and the videos and Epstein and the list, How come we don't see the people on the list, the Epstein list, the people that was on his list? They got the list, and we don't see who, we don't know who was on these videos, and why haven't these people been prosecuted? Because we know that these people are in high power standings.
Come on.
And I'm wondering why they're able to get the people on the ground, the regular common folks, the regular residents.
Hey.
They'll wrap you up quick.
Hey, they busting us down.
But now you got videos. You got lists.
You got witnesses.
You know, before we went to break, this is the culture of the entertainment business and of Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
And they'll let one guy fall, but then the rest skate.
Correct.
You know, we got Harvey Weinstein, but the rest who was allowing it to happen, they skated.
Come on.
But you got Diddy, but what are the higher-ups that was enabling these people?
Oh, yeah.
Where are those people at?
Because the flag is all the way at
That's
the top.
all I'm saying. And I know they got the names.
Where they at,
I'm just wondering why they playing games. Okay. Well, we got Michael on the lines. Michael, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute, King.
Hello?
How you doing, brother Mike?
Thank you. Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I think instead of calling these people sick, though, we need to call them what they really are. Evil. I mean, when you say sick, that assumes that you can't help yourself.
Well, my sick meaning that you everything that I'm just trying to say sick because there's other stuff that I want to say and I can't say it on the radio.
I heard it. Yeah.
I got to use something.
Yeah.
I got to use some word that can float over the past the FCC rules.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I heard that. But yeah, evil, because that's all you can call it, evil. We all have an evil side, but we have the choice. They have a choice. I understand temptation, but they have a choice. And that's really all I have to say. These people are evil.
Yes, absolutely. No discipline.
White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, happy sunny Wednesday. We're almost there. We're getting there, right? The Friday.
Yes.
Hey, we're trying. We're slugging on, anyways. But you know, as a union official for years, and like I said, you know, I was lucky enough because I made a reputation not within the union culture of the corporation, but outside with things that I did. So I was invited, you know, Renault plant in Paris, Amsterdam, Worldwide Conference, the Ford plant in Mexico and such. But my point is that, you know, you have the issue is timeliness. If I ever went forward to the company and said, hey, this has been grieved, this individual, this is what happened, it was harm, I want remedy, I want made whole. Okay, when did it happen? 22 years ago. They'd laugh me out of the office. So the fact of the matter is, if you notice, these individual cases are individual. I don't like this character assassination. These are allegations. They're salacious. And I had to hang up because I was picking up my grandkids. My grandkids listen to Tory Lowe. The one is 20. She listened to the whole Joel Acevedo case. I never shut it off, but I did for that because of that clown going through the details of allegations. If there was evidence with this woman, pregnant woman, why wasn't there charges filed? If a 22-year-old girl is told to drink something and she does, I mean, what's wrong with that? My 22-year-old kid and my granddaughter better never drink something they don't know what's there. And if they do, I'm going to hold them responsible. They're culpable for doing that. They're an adult. These children who are left with them, where are the parents? There is no way in anywhere where my child at 15 would get on a plane and fly across anywhere for anything. So let's bring these children forward and don't let them off the hook like they did with R. Kelly. But the fact of the matter is that this whole thing, you know, and they're not going to ruin the reputation of Bill Cosby. You know, the thing is, people remember Bill Cosby on the show. No, I remember my racist stepfather getting us in the living room and putting his albums on, and Chicken Heart and Ice Cream. And then we gathered around that man, and that was the only black man that was allowed in the house. And so for a woman to come 20 years later and say, I went over there and he gave me something, and to ruin his reputation, I'm done.
And that wasn't even supposed to come out because he had signed an agreement that if they told the information that he wouldn't go to jail, and they broke the agreement. That's how he got out. Because he told the truth.
Right, and they got to meet that old man because it was a black man. Anytime they got a black man by the short hairs, it turns salacious, it turns racist, allegations are inflated. Why isn't it class action suit with 128 people? The reporter said that it's not a class action suit. These are civil cases. And then the guy's thrown out there, we got big names. Yeah. Put on the pressure, just like we saw it down at the Hilton.
So you don't think the industry is responsible for people pursuing their dreams and then doing corrupt ideas and making people do things?
Absolutely.
You think,
it happened with Spectrum and the Ronettes.
Yeah.
It happened with Spectrum all the way back with the Ronettes. When he married her and she had to leave the house for her life, and this guy still elevated because he brought us the Beatles. They bored me. I was Motown. So the fact of the matter is, this is historical. But it's Weinstein, Epstein. You turn on Project One Way, Epstein's still in the audience with the reruns. I mean, come on now. Come on. I'm not there anymore. I'm not listening to this justice system. I'm not listening to these ambulance chasers. I'm not taking the bait anytime they get a black man to put on a pedestal and go back 30 years and find every single type of discretion. But I am for protecting minors.
I'm wondering why they don't get the higher-ups when they get this type of information and when they get these type of videos. And where's the people on the Epstein list? Where are all those people at? That's what I'm saying.
Epstein and Weinstein are Jewish. Who own the industry? Who own the legal industry in Milwaukee? Every Jew in the criminal court system when I was coming up were all Jewish in Milwaukee. What do you please?
Hey.
I'm anti-Zionist. I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't like Zionism, so that's all I got to say, and that's what that is, showing the might and the power and the money.
Hey. Like I said, we need to figure out who was actually orchestrating these lists, and I'm gonna tell you, they don't look like me.
That part.
And the thing is, this is why I say, why do it always end with the fall guy?
Yeah,
black or
like
white.
it.
It goes up.
Yeah, these small fish.
But here we go with something that's going on local. I want to get to a local story right here that's going on right here in the city of Milwaukee. Former Milwaukee City Attorney Tierman Spencer charged with misconduct in office and obstructing an officer. Now, Tierman Spencer have came through my show when he was running for city attorney. A lot of controversy surrounding the situation. But I guess now the former Milwaukee attorney Tierman Spencer is charged with one count of misconduct in office, which is a felony, and one count of obstructing an officer, which is a misdemeanor. We got some audio from TMJ4. Let's listen.
Breaking news. Criminal charges are filed against former Milwaukee City Attorney Tierman Spencer. Steve Shamraz is live in the newsroom with what we know right now. Steve.
Simone, as we'll recall, Tierman Spencer's time in office was marked with a number of investigations and allegations of scandal. Now the first thing has floated to the top, showing that there was a criminal investigation of Tierman Spencer while he was the city attorney for Milwaukee, and 2 criminal charges have now been filed against him. He faces a felony for misconduct in office and a misdemeanor for obstructing an officer. It appears all of this is related to a building that Tierman Spencer has partial ownership of on the 30 block of North Martin Luther King Drive. And from what I can make of the criminal complaint, Spencer was using his office to lean on the Department of Neighborhood Services that was trying to do code enforcement in that property. At issue here is a memo that is questionable, written by his office to DNS to understand the difference between storage and occupying the facility. That seems to be what was at issue here. Tierman Spencer and the city had some difference of opinion about what the building was being used for and what certain fees and what responsibilities were on the owner. And the city attorney's office, which Tierman Spencer was in charge of, issued a memo to Department of Neighborhood Services, and that is where we get into this conflict that the city attorney should not have been writing a memo from his own office about an investigation involving his own property. Again, this is a 14-page criminal complaint against Tierman Spencer, the larger of the 2 charges against him being misconduct in public office. We're going to continue to dig through this document and see exactly what happened here, but we'll have that coming up on TMJ4 News at 4.
Sound like they rambled through that.
Spencer for years.
They was rambling through that.
Hey.
But, they was on him from the moment he won that election.
Hey.
He wasn't a part of the establishment like that. He wasn't.
He told you that
off
the Democrats
top.
was coming for him.
He said they was coming for him.
He said they was coming for him. They got him.
And he out of office, and they still got him.
When you buck
tricky.
the system,
they gonna find it. I mean, I think that sometimes they'll overlook your mistakes if you going with the agenda. But you can't if you ain't going with the agenda, you got to be squeaky squeak because then because they're gonna use every resource,
every stone they possibly can
to get you. So like I said, I mean, I'm gonna keep everybody up to date on it. Maybe Tierman will call in and give us something.
Yeah.
Talk about what took place, and we can hear from him and see he lived
exactly
here.
What's
he
going
done came on the show a couple times. Maybe I'll send him. I'm gonna send him a message to see if he can come on the show and talk about this. But hey, look, he an attorney.
He attorney too. Yeah.
So I mean, that's he can fight for himself. I guess fight this one on his own.
Real talk.
But like I said, this is what's going on in the city, and this is where I say they get what they want to get. They get who they want to get.
Oh yeah.
I think that many times with like the regular lay people, we fall victim to right away, instant charges, instant. You're going to have to pay bail, all this, put you through the system right away.
Put your picture all on,
But if you get to the point where you got them ducats, when you got a lot of money, they say somebody told
you got.
I remember somebody told me this a long time ago, and it sticks with me to this day. They said, it's hard to get the big dog.
Come on. Yeah.
They said it's hard to get the big dog.
Yeah.
So if they come for the big dog, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring it, but what I'm saying is it's hard to get them because they got money to get to A1 the lawyers to find, to fight on your behalf, while we have to deal many times where we ain't got that kind of money with a public defender or somebody of a lesser grade because we don't have that kind of millions of dollars laying around to fight a lot of this.
Yeah. Not only that, it's like a target. And the smallest, when you're looking at the way that the target is set up, that little dot that's in the middle, that be the big dog. And all of those other circles around it be everybody else. So that's how many layers that you have to go through to get to them. And they'll sacrifice everybody not to get got.
Hey, it's hard to get the big dog and it's hard to get the big guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Because they one and the same.
Hey, but we got something that I want to talk about, too, and we got to really be paying attention to this, Truth Nation, and these strikes, these port strikes. And I want to swing over to Baltimore. The Port of Baltimore dock workers are on strike. The strike could run up consumer prices.
Oh, yeah.
They're delaying shipments. The Port of Baltimore dock workers are included in the nearly 50,000 International Longshoremen's Association members to walk the picket line. Hey, look, we got some audio on this if y'all watching 1017 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube. We got some video. Let's listen.
We start the top of the hour this morning with a Fox 5 News alert. Thousands of dock workers are on strike, causing ports across the U.S. to close.
Yeah, in total, 36 ports shutting down, including the Port of Baltimore. Melanie Allenwick is there right now live, and she appears to be telling us since this morning that it's been heating up there, and it hasn't been a pleasant sight for many folks, especially the drivers coming in.
That's right. So for some people, I think it might have been a bit of a surprise. However, this has been in the news that it could be happening for a few weeks now. So you can see the picket lines behind me here. And this is the main entrance to the Port of Baltimore, the Dundalk Terminal. And you'll see they're walking around the picket lines in circles. Now, Baltimore police were here earlier reminding the picketers that they cannot block the entrance to the port. The longshoremen walked off the job at 12:01 a.m. There was confusion and anger as picketers initially tried to stop trucks from entering, and it did turn violent.
Oh, wow.
I come here for 7 years. I pull the trash and the debris out of here for the Port of Baltimore, and the officer told me to come back and make go in there to get out of my way, and they attacked me and broke the windshield and lacerated my face. Look at it.
Wow.
Now, we don't know exactly what happened. The union members said the truck hit one of the picketers as they swarmed around it. We did see an ambulance come to assist, and we know that that gentleman did speak with police officers. Again, we'll let the authorities sort out exactly what happened there. Now, 45 members of the International Longshoremen's Association, 45,000 members. That's a big difference in a number, isn't it? They have all been asking for a 77% pay increase over 6 years and a ban on automation at their ports, a threat to their jobs, they say. Now, most retailers stocked up on goods prior to the strike, but if it lasts more than a few weeks, supply chain experts say it's consumers who are going to feel the direct impact of higher prices and product shortages, especially for things like fresh fruit, coffee, and cars. The U.S. Marine Alliance, which represents the ports, said it offered 50% pay increases and an agreement to keep current limits on automation, in addition to increased contributions to the retirement plans. But apparently that was not acceptable to the union members. We don't know what the next steps are in terms of the negotiations. Now, we do want to let you know that West Coast ports do remain open. They are a different union and working under a different contract, and many supply chain leaders have rerouted some of their goods and supplies. But on the East Coast, it's going to have to be a wait-and-see situation as to how directly everyone is impacted. I want to let you know that, again, we are going to try to get an interview with one of the local...
When they do these strikes, these port strikes, you know, when they strike like this, the prices go up for the consumer.
Oh, yeah.
During these times, during the strike.
Yes. And we have to make sure that we pivotal. When we was telling you to stock up on water and things like that, again, people not understanding how big this is. We talking about truckers losing their jobs. We're talking about these are people who are going on strike due to the automation. Because, again, they're saying that their jobs is in jeopardy due to the fact that there have been these machines that's taken over their jobs.
Especially with the fast food.
Not these ports. Right. They got some in China.
But what I'm saying is they making robots to do the lifting and cutting out the workers.
People are saying that they're seeing. On top of the fact that with this shutdown, we're talking about groceries. We're talking about, parts to the hospitals, cars.
I'm going to tell you this.
It's going to touch everybody. And
when it start going like this, people start buying a lot of toilet paper.
And they
start taking all the toilet paper.
Frenzy that's happening right now.
I hope that people don't start doing what they did during
it's happening.
COVID.
It's happening. When you go to Sam's
people
Club,
just gonna start hoarding.
Go to Costco. I'm telling you,
stacking up.
It's happening. The frenzy is definitely happening. And what people don't understand, they're talking about 3 to 6 months. Because they ain't even been to the table. So this is definitely going to affect you. It's going to affect
this coming down,
me.
and is this going to affect people the way they vote the election?
Tory, we're talking about. Let's not even talk about the people in North Carolina, in Tennessee. Right. These people need, know what I'm saying? Right. Supplies.
Like I said, this is a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on in this world.
You think about how much money the ports made during COVID-19. We talking about billions of dollars. So it ain't like they ain't got the money. You know what I'm saying? To pay these workers. Pay these people. Give them their money.
Hey, look, we got Miss Shack on the lines. When we come back, we're going to talk to Miss Shack. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high.
Kamala Harris's economic plan is focused on lowering costs for families, so you can keep more of your paycheck. That starts with the cost of housing. For first-time home buyers, she's offering $25,000 in down payment assistance. To build wealth, her plan offers up to $50,000 in new startup tax deductions. This is exactly how we can build generational wealth and strengthen our community, so we can get the chance to do more than just get by, but to get ahead.
You work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it. As president, I'll make that my top priority.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Who's looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub, a bag of chips or regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, and cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, Truth Nation. Who's looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast or veggie sub, a bag of chips, or a regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, a cookie. Go to cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice. Also, Truth Nation, the Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Football Championship Football. We have a great matchup for you this Friday as the Marquette Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 games in a row as they host conference rival the Brookfield Central Lancers. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday Night Football on the Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Also, Truth Nation, our girl Melanie Ricks is back. Tune in to another episode of Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. New digital show on YouTube tonight at 6 p.m. Every Wednesday, Melanie will break down the latest in entertainment, sports, pop culture, and all things Milwaukee. So set your clocks so you don't miss Nothing But the Truth digital show tonight at 6 p.m. streaming only on YouTube. Hey, look, Truth Nation, we've been having another powerful conversation. Elizabeth Brown, what we got to do, what we got to understand is that we as a people got to start demanding, especially when things are going on with the children.
Oh, yeah.
We got to call them to the front.
All facts.
Because that's the future right there.
Yes, it is.
And our job is to make sure we discuss these things, because if we don't, a lot of children end up falling in the cracks.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody's shining a spotlight on that.
Nobody's shining a spotlight on it, and then they go into jail for it later on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, it's a sick cycle, and we have to, like I said.
They thirsty for the baby.
They definitely thirsty. They thirsty, and these individuals are allowing them to hide and continue to prey, create victims, and then, mislead us to believe that, you know, the industry that we've been looking at for a long time. Again, these are some of the ideas in the so-called, you know, heroes and role models that our children are looking at. So it's a pivotal time for us to get real with ourselves and make sure that we looking at everything and everybody, because again, this justice system supposed to be justice for all, but ain't no us in this justice, because if that was the fact, the more money you got mean that you don't get charged. So it's just for the poor people. The poor people that's out here working every day. Y'all gonna lock us up. Even again, we're guilty until we prove ourselves.
They say don't even commit the crime if you can't do the time. They tell you that.
Well, a lot of us doing the time and we didn't even commit the crime. Our crime was being black, driving while black, jogging while black, shopping while black. I mean, you name it. We copping pleas.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is this is why I say if they got video and names, why these names ain't in front of the congregation. That's it. It's that simple. They already got the names. They already got the video. They already got the list. Why can't we understand what's really happening then?
Come on.
That's it. I'm on the Talk to Text line. Somebody say, yo, T. Lowe, is L Boogie Down Brown since Sean Diddy Combs and R. Kelly is charged with having an organization that brings women over state lines willingly to have sex with a millionaire, then why not charge the largest organization that broadcasts bringing women over state lines willingly to have sex with a millionaire? It's called The Bachelor, the TV show.
Talk about it.
It's really the same thing, right?
Talk about it. That's just like 16 and pregnant. Let's talk about it.
Is it drugs inducing it? I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, like I said, it's they bringing women, flying women out to be with a millionaire.
I
might get me a show.
I mean, in that case, they got to take a look at the people that run those baddie shows.
Right.
Come on, all that.
The Zeus Network.
And you know them women be juiced up on the reality shows drinking.
All that.
You know hey, you want to drink today? You know, because you can't be no normal people will act like that.
Come on.
So I believe they saw some reality show, the Baddies Club, even the Bachelorette, all the women running around.
All the negativity.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even when it came down to, you know, the
saucing them up for the entertainment.
The little girls with the modeling, you know, and they dress them up like adults and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then give that a major space on TV. Like, come on. All of this.
Somebody says, what will you say if Trump on the Epstein list? He's definitely visited the island many times. Well, like I said, I don't know who on the list officially, but what I'm saying is I don't care who is. If anybody was on that list and they accused, they can go under the jail.
That part.
I don't care if it's Kamala Harris. I don't care if it's Donald Trump. I don't care if, who it is.
Whoever it is.
Go in the trash.
You're sick.
You in the trash.
You need to go to jail.
And like I said, just bring it out to the public. Some of y'all favorite people on these lists. Some of y'all that didn't win, vote or die.
Our family members.
That's pushing the Democrat voting agenda.
This not like it's happening locally.
Everybody. It ain't nobody off.
Anybody that's violating
bring
children.
them out. Look, stop with the opinions. Bring FBI, do the press conference. Bring out the list.
Because you got the witnesses. And you got
bring it out. Bring them out.
You got the names.
It's hard to yell.
Come on.
When the barrel.
It's in your mouth.
Hey, Miss Shaq. Miss Shaq. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, King Tory.
Hey.
Good afternoon, Queen Elizabeth.
What's happening there?
I am so proud of you guys. I really, 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 I listen, and I, as the teacher, I watch how we are managing and how we are growing and stretching and challenging ourselves, and it is just so much a blessing to have 101.7 and to be the voice and to be the pulse of Black Milwaukee. You have no idea how you are helping our community. You get out there and you get involved, but you're helping us mostly on 101.7 by allowing us these issues to come to the forefront. And you and Liz, I mean, really, Liz should be paid for her contributions, the intellectual contributions that she brings to 101. For real, let's just be real.
Okay.
And then, too, I wanted to talk about this issue. If the FBI has the list for, Diddy, he has a list for FC. Okay, give us the list for Hugh Hefner too.
Come on,
because
they got that.
All
He just
of this
did.
is disgusting.
Yes.
All of this is disgusting, and like you said, those reality shows, all of it. We know that black people are the stepchild of everything that's wrong in America.
Come on.
And they'll use us as the poster board, but really, this has been going on way beyond black people.
Yes.
Okay. So, but and I feel Tory's anger. I feel you, and I'm right along with you, because what this reminds me of, too, is what the scripture says, that with all of this hypersexuality, it's going to be a day where no virgin child, boy or girl, will be safe in this country, in this world. Because guess why? Because sex feeds a demon's energy. Let's call it what it is. It's not sick. It's not mental illness. It's evil. It's demonic. And they need that sex in order to feel that demonic energy. Okay?
Yeah.
And the more pure the sex is from a child, from a virgin, the more that entity is empowered and embalmed. So all I'm saying is this is sick, but we are going through the wash. We're going to see more sickness before we get to the rinse and see the light.
Hey,
so I just wanted to add that, though.
All right, Miss
But
Zech. But we gotta definitely shine a light on it when it comes to the babies,
Yeah.
And I think that many times what they're going to try to say is a lot of those people were consenting adults, but now we're seeing that the 9-year-old, the pregnant woman,
children.
That's two people. There's a woman, and it was a baby. She was with child.
And what I'm saying is, as an adult, if I came to a party, because everybody wasn't drinking liquor or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? The pregnant woman was saying she didn't even drink.
Right.
But she woke up like that. So, I mean, in reality, again, today is October 2nd. Salute to, I just caught a blank, but it's Nat Turner's birthday. So salute Nat Turner, because today is his birthday. And it's the eclipse that's supposed to happen today as well. So just be on the lookout, Truth Nation.
For the eclipse energy.
Yes. Yes.
We got Mr. Moore on the lines. Mr. Moore, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth Tap in. How you doing, Mr. Moore?
Salute, King.
Yo, how y'all doing? Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep up the real. Salute, sis. Yeah, that was me talking about the gay. But listen, that black box, where that? Where that black book at, man? That's what I've been waiting to hear, because all the information who was on that island. White people, y'all need to stop playing. Y'all want to put the black man in front of the camera.
Right.
Put your own in front of the camera. Shut your mouth. Stop pulling up people like that. I don't want to hear it. It's wrong. But let's see.
And they got the black book.
People who started this.
Gasoline Maxwell had the black book.
She still got it.
Exactly.
They got it in the courts. They got
yes, it's evidence.
They got it. So somebody know who on the list. Yeah.
They want us to forget it. I ain't gonna never forget it, because all this madness that's going on is from that book.
Come on
that island. Y'all remember that one movie? I mean, it was a movie with Martin Lawrence, his family reunion.
Yeah.
And then that little boy told old girl, "You have been something off the island."
Yeah.
He said something.
Voted off the island.
You've been voted off the island. But if you paid attention on how she acted so sexually everywhere they went, that was, come on now.
It's a clear depiction.
That's what's good. That island. That was what was going on that island, yo.
Wow. So they've been telling us it's like a Disney clip of a cartoon saying what they do to little boys on the island.
Don't bring up Disney, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bring up Disney. My son saw me some stuff. Disney need they need their throats cut.
Yeah. Disney, Nickelodeon, you name it.
And it was
all
like when you talk about the little subliminal ideas that be going on, that you be wondering like, okay, You know, it's all over the place. These subconscious, subliminal type behaviors. They'll leave the nuggets out here.
Cartoons.
Right now.
I mean, these weird cartoons and stuff with the hand and the jug with the juice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's subliminal, man.
Right.
And the kids, you be like, man, why is this boy watching this stuff like this?
Hey.
Yeah. And that, man. And who in control of all that? It's a book. It's a book that actually explains the people that's in control of that. And this stuff ain't just been happening over the past 50 years. This has been going on for years, thousands of years with this certain people.
Yes.
It was like an artist that showed that how they make the cartoons from the human reproductive system.
Yeah.
They'll start with the reproductive idea. And I'm saying reproductive idea because we're on the radio.
Yes.
But they'll start with the reproductive organ, then they'll draw the cartoon from there.
Facts.
To do a subconscious,
the low vibrational.
It's like a psychological thing that happens when they do
that.
They
can study this. I mean,
wow.
When you think about, especially for our people, because again, we talking about buck breaking, we talking about rape. You know,
right?
We talking about the violations that we have encountered, and then we look at this, and then you see how this sick. It's a domino effect.
And I think that this never been a better. Only reason I'm bringing this up because we got video, we got a list. I mean, this will clear out the last 20 years or so of people,
if not more.
Like they got the information to clear it out, gut it out.
Yes.
Like, if it's lists and videos, most of these people been around for the last decade in power.
Facts.
So if these people are on these lists, or no matter if they're a politician, no matter if they from Hollywood, no matter if they from the music industry, I don't care where you from. If we can just bring these people to task,
all facts,
in front of the congregation, then this will gut out the last 30-something years of this behavior.
Facts. And then we can start
you can start moving forward
Catch
from that.
These Vic, get them some counseling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some repair.
And like I said, that's all I'm saying.
Facts.
So do we really want to end it? I don't know. We gonna see if they come out, it come out. If it ain't, then you know why they ain't trying.
That's why the 300 and some thousand kids missing right now.
And nobody ain't talking about
that part.
We talking about it.
We gonna talk. We gonna forever talk about it because we ain't with it.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cogg's Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
How many times have you said to yourself, I do not have enough time? I feel as though there's not enough time in the day. You're not alone. One of the things I've realized is part of why I never have enough time is because I was wasting it arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me. Make the decision on whether or not you want to continue waking up and pouring into people with debates, with arguments, with explanations that, again, are committed to misunderstanding you, committed to not respecting your ideas or understanding why you are who you are. So for me, as I continue to thrive every day, as someone who takes pride in continuous improvement, I am no longer arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me or wanting to reject my thoughts and my ideas. I find it interesting that usually those people who are committed because they recognize the greatness that exists in you, that exists in me. So again, Part of saving your time and getting that time back is not arguing, debating, or explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. However, you should believe in yourself and your abilities because that is your superpower. The power to winning and staying focused on winning is not focusing on those setbacks or even those individuals that are attempting to prevent you. But the power to win lies within you, waiting to be unleashed through dedication and effort. Keep winning. You got this.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The banking industry is working hard to try to earn the trust of black households. Research from the McKinsey Institute for Black Economic Mobility shows that avoiding banks is costing black families money and could be a key contributor to the racial wealth gap. That's why firms like Greenwood could make a big difference. It's a black-owned financial institution helping to bring more black families into banking, and it's reinvesting in the black community. Ryan Glover is co-founder and chairman of Greenwood and talked to me about some of the creative ways his firm gives back.
When our members create an account through Greenwood, it provides essentially 5 meals to a food insecure family through Gooder. Each time you make a purchase, Greenwood rounds up the spare change to support HBCUs through the UNCF.
Glover's Greenwood co-founders are rapper and activist Killer Mike and former Atlanta mayor and U.S. Ambassador Andrew Young. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a chick who wanna touch. I said my face bomb abs.
Milwaukee College Prep, dedicated to closing the opportunity gap for children in Milwaukee, redefining what's educationally possible for so many children that's trying to pursue their dreams, but they can't do it alone. Join Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 17th, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee students. Your support means quality education accessible to over 2,000 students right here in Milwaukee. Together, we can close the opportunity gap. Enjoy food, drinks, and your chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2024 takeastand.givesmart.com. Also, are you ready to dive into the issues that matter to us the most? Join us live for our first ever Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable event will discuss the pulse of Milwaukee, from managing your money in tough times to navigating the education system and understanding the political decisions that impact us all. We got it covered. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests in finance, education, and the political field, and they will have a lively debate and share insights that you don't want to miss. Reserve your spot for the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com. That's 1017thetruth.com for the Truth Summit. Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, yo.
Public hearings have been had. We Energy's proposal to raise homeowners' electricity rates by 18% and natural gas rates by 14% over 2 years will take place this week. They're having these discussions.
We can't get a break.
Everybody want a raise.
We can't get a break for everybody. We're being taxed, the people. I'm talking about we're already the working poor, okay? Now We Energies want, they want their piece of the pie. Where is our raise?
Look, let me tell you something. You got to go to your.
Where's our raise?
You got to go to the person that's in charge of your raise. You got to go to them. I mean, I guess I remember when I used to get the raise. I remember when I was getting. Hold on. I remember when I was getting raises when I was coming up, and it was like 25-cent raise, like.
Man, Tory,
10-cent
I'm
raise.
telling you,
like it wasn't that much. That's when I was coming up. I was like, man,
come on, they still doing it.
They got me sweating over a 25% raise.
And they like, hey, they bring up everything you did. You came late. You know, you was five minutes late on August 8th, and then, you know, had you not been late, we would have gave you the whole 8 cents.
Right.
But we're going to
evaluate the situation
in the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so property tax.
And then they give you the Christmas bonus.
Here come We Energies.
They always give you the Christmas bonus with a pen with the company name on it.
We Energies already was high.
Hey.
Okay. They wanted now they want, you know, two arms and 2 legs.
Well, there's a meeting going on. I got a text message from Melanie from Metcalf Park. She goes on to say, did you know We Energies is proposing an 18% yearly increase in rates for heat and electricity? Join us in the fight to fight back against this outrageous rate hike. Meet us tomorrow, October 3rd at 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. at 700 North Water Street. That's October 3rd at 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. at 700 North Water Street. They trying to push back against this.
As they should. The amount to 19% increases a typical customer whose monthly electric bill would swell from $152 by 2026 to 36% jump from 2022 to 2026. And they saying that there'll be another meeting on Thursday in Milwaukee and WPS public hearing October 10th.
I mean, here we go. Everybody want their hand out.
To the people who ain't even...
And then it's a strike. Everything they saying that the goods is about to go up.
The food already high.
And what I'm saying is, so we got taxed.
Come on.
MPS got their little piece.
Tax. Yeah.
We Energy finna get their piece.
Come on.
Now it's a port strike, so ain't no telling how high it's going to affect the consumer when it comes to the goods and services.
We ain't get it.
Hey.
Man.
I'm just saying.
The people. Because clearly, we're the only one. Taxation without representation is real. Like, at what point do we say enough is enough? How do you take? Because I mean, I'm talking to women who saying that they're contemplating just staying home with their kids because childcare. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, that's why it takes a village. And I always tell people America it's going to operate the way it operates. That's why we have to make the adjustment.
Facts.
Like, if you're used to eating a certain way, you may have to scale down to get through the times.
Tighten your belt.
Everybody got to start scaling it back a little bit if that's your budget, right?
Right.
So the budget last year ain't the same as this year. So a lot of people spending like their budget is the same, like prices ain't going up and they coming up short. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people, you got to realize when things change, you got to change.
Yeah.
And so maybe you don't eat what you want right now, but you scale back until you can find a way to match the inflation with the budget.
And just be resilient, you know, because I had a conversation with a woman in her late 40s. You know, she was working for a temp service. They was paying her $25 an hour, which, you know, is decent. But again, it don't come with benefits or nothing like that. But she was saying that the contract was supposed to last 6 months, but they let her go yesterday. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she had already calculated what she was going to do, and she paid some stuff that she shouldn't have paid, but she thinking this is a 6-month contract. 6 months, right. Again,
that's why she should have put it in ironclad. If they breach it, she still get paid.
Hey, at the end of the day, hey, all I'm going to tell you is a lot of people out here, and this is what I'm saying when they saying jobs is out here. Yeah, temp jobs are out here. But we're in a state where it's an at-will state. They can fire you. You can walk in today and they can let you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no guarantees.
And they ain't got to really too much explain.
They ain't got to explain nothing.
But the thing is, what we have to do is make the adjustments with the times.
Yes.
When you see times change, you just got to change.
Facts. Hang in there, Queen. That's all I'm going to tell you.
And if you don't change, you're going to get swallowed up because life is about making adjustments as well.
It is.
Whether it's good times, bad times, hard times, difficult times. Every time you see the energy shift, you have to have the wisdom and the knowledge to make those adjustments. Yeah. And you can get ahead of the curve sometimes, making real adjustments and getting way ahead of the curve. But I think a lot of people are so reactionary that by the time they go to make the adjustment, all the tissue gone out the aisle.
All facts. All facts. Because that's real too. But again, these are people that's losing jobs.
Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts. Elizabeth Brown, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
People will tell you that race is a social construct and that there's no biological reality that distinguishes between a white individual and a black individual. So what does that mean if there are these quote-unquote disparities, right? It means that the way we move through a society is markedly different, right? And that the experience that we have has biological consequences. Is when you're in a society where people are constantly discriminating against a certain group, denying access, don't have control over the institutions that govern our lives. All of those things create a biological reality and a response, whether it's a stress hormone or a fear or something that could be passed on, what we call epigenetics, which means what my mother or my grandmother experienced had an effect on what formed me in my responses to those stressors. That's how we can be two individual people with very little difference, but have totally, vastly different experiences as we move through our reproductive health.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute. 101.7 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to extend their winning streak to 6 in a row as they host the Brookfield Central Lancers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Leff's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, and of course, I have to tell you guys about my friends at the one and only Steinhafels. Steinhafels is celebrating its 90th anniversary with its biggest Best Brands, Best Prices sale. Take 10% off all of their best brands of sofas, bedroom, and dining, including special order, so you can really make it your own. And with Steinhafels' 18-month, 0% interest financing, your new room is even more affordable. Shop in store and online at steinhafels.com.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turn shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes because I be pouring up.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, look, another powerful conversation, Elizabeth Brown.
Time fly.
Hey, time definitely flies when you're talking about what's going on in our communities and how we are affected by the things that are going on across the country, across the world. And so, like I said, hey, it's one of those things where when we have a platform to try to get people ahead of the curve, you know, sometimes you don't have to wait till all the tissue off the shelves to realize that it's a struggle going on. The strike is going on.
Oh, it's happening.
And so we're going to run into difficulties in consumership.
Yes, we are.
And so prepare.
Yes.
Make the adjustments.
We've been saying prepare yourself. The main idea is just know that we are a resilient people. And as long as we put our mind to it, we can do it. The main idea, again, we the people, because we're seeming to be the only ones that's getting taxed and not getting any relief. So it's only right that we create our own relief. Like you said, we have to build it. We build it. They'll come. The reality is it's going to get worse before it gets better, but you have to be lost for you to be found. So we on our way to find ourselves. The reality of what's going on with P. Diddy, like we said, we want the names. It's time for us to hold them accountable because, again, there's witnesses, there's paperwork. Let us see what's really going on. When you talk about transparency, where it's at, because clearly it's not happening on the local level. It's not happening on the presidential level. It's not happening until the people are being put out here. So we got to make sure we watching that as well. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for being on these front lines, Elizabeth Brown.
As always, let's get it.
Somebody on the Talk to Text line saying bringing women over the state lines becomes illegal because white people couldn't beat boxing legend Jack Johnson in the ring. So because he would bring white women over the lines for sex, they made it illegal. The Mann Act? I'm about to look that up. Well, look, I appreciate everybody for tapping into the show today, Truth Nation. Once again, join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. Hey, look, y'all be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go. And I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, turn it up. Let's get it.
Hey.
Salute, King.
They treat you like a slave, put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through their teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk, unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they. See, that's how that shit down made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. When times is hard, you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night till the morning we dream. So long, anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up, show goes on all right.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter